Hey guys, it's me, Dominic. Before we get into Connect Group tonight, I want to tell you about something special that is going on at the Heart. December 8th, we are going to be receiving our Waymaker offering. It's something we do each year. We have a focus that we drive towards at the end of the year. And what we do is we gather our resources financially, and we're able to start the new year with a chunk of finances that help make a way for what God is doing in this community, in this city, and how we can be a part of that. And I want to take a few moments to tell you what that is and what that could look like and how you can be a part of it. What we want to do is, our goal for this year is $50,000. And with that $50,000, what we want to do is right away, half of it we're giving back out to our community. We're going to be partnering with 3 organizations, the Southside Community Center, which helps with people who are transitioned from being homeless and people need a place to stay. We're going to partner with School Fuel, which is an organization that helps provide meals for children that can't afford food, can't afford meals, and they provide that. They're doing that each and every week. And with an organization called the Hayes County Food Bank, they do such a great job of providing food for our entire county and getting food to people who are going hungry. These are problems that exist in our city, in our community, and we want to partner with organizations that are solving these problems and making things happen. It's also going to coincide with some volunteer opportunities throughout the year of 2020 that we will be able to have to serve and partner with these organizations. So that's where half of the money is going. The other half of the money from the Waymaker offering is going to go towards building leadership here at the Heart. Now, it's going to go to building leadership for the people that are here at the Heart, but not for the purposes of making the Heart better. We strongly believe and embrace that people have leadership within them, that you have leadership within you, and we want to activate that leadership. We want to activate the leadership that you have inside you to make it a more impactful environment that you have at work, a more impactful environment that you have with your family, an impactful environment with the friends that you have around you. And if you choose to serve here at the Heart, then that is great. But many people who will come and visit the Heart, they won't stay here forever. Some people will leave, some people will move away. And what we want to do is still grow the leadership within them. So wherever they grow, they are growing the kingdom of heaven and they are growing as leaders to become the people that God is making them to be. So this money will help us to provide so many opportunities for many of you to come to leadership conferences with us next year, leadership books, purchase and create leadership resources, training, online training, leadership materials, maybe even host our own Heart Leadership Conference next year. We have so many big plans for growing the leadership of the people within our community, whether they come to the Heart or not, whether they're Christian or not. We want to be able to grow and activate people's leadership, because when leadership grows, when leaders get better, a community grows and a community gets better. So that is the heart behind and the vision behind the Waymaker offering. If you choose to be a part of it, you can learn all about it at theheart.church/Waymaker. There's easy ways to give on there. And of course, we want to welcome any questions that you might have on that. So let us know. And now you can get back to your group. Okay, love you guys. Well, hey, good evening, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight at Connect Group. I hope you guys are having a great time and having a great week this week. I know that some of us have busy, crazy weeks. So when you make time to be here, it means so much because it helps to grow and connect our community even more and even deeper. Before you go tonight, make sure you say thanks to all of our Connect Group leaders and hosts that you have there. They take the time each week to prepare tonight, to be there with you, to be in this conversation, and it helps us to grow what we're trying to do here at the Heart. That is to connect people to the heart of God. That is our vision and our mission here at the Heart. My name is Dominic. I'm the leader here at the Heart, and I want to give you a quick glimpse of what tonight's going to look like. If you've never been to group before, we're going to have a few questions that are based on the message that we had on Sunday morning. So if you weren't there or haven't listened to the podcast or don't even go to this church, it's no worries. You can still be a part of this conversation. You don't have to go to church here to go to church here. So I'm going to have a few questions based around that. And what we did is we were in week 2 of our series that we're in right now called Continuum. What we're taking a look at is, if we step outside of our time continuum, right? Our time continuum, things have a beginning and an end, right? They start here, they end here. We had a past, we're going into our future. But what we can see is that God, he steps outside of that continuum, and the past means something different to God than it does to us. The future means something different to God than it does to us. God sees everything. He sees everything all at one time. And so if we can step out of that and change our perspective, maybe our perspective on our past and our future can change the way we look at our life and what God can do in us and through us. Now, this past Sunday, what we did is looked at our past, things that have happened to us, mistakes that we have made, things that we have said, things that we have done. And we want to be able to address those things and not live in fear of the past or not forget that it's there, but we want to be able to address those things and healthily look at them to be able to grow in our faith. And we looked at a couple of scriptures. One of them was in 2 Corinthians 5:17 and then 2 Thessalonians 2:15. And we'll have the scriptures up on the screen. We'll read them here in a little bit. But the first question I want to get into tonight is thinking about your past, growing up. I want to know from you, what is your favorite memory about growing up? Something cool that happened, something amazing that you experienced, something really impactful and inspiring that somebody told you, whatever it was. What was your favorite memory, one of your favorite memories from growing up, and how you feel like that memory or that instance, that experience helped to create who you are today? So let's have some fun with this. Remember to be brave and to be bold when you share, because when you do, you help all of us grow in our journey of faith. So let's take a few minutes and dig into that together. All right, now for this next question, this one's going to be probably a little bit harder to answer. So I want to say before I even ask it that if you feel uncomfortable answering any of these questions that we talk through, if you feel uncomfortable addressing any of these issues, then please feel free to not say anything. You don't have to talk. Nobody's forced to say anything or forced to stay quiet. We want to be able to have you be comfortable where you are and in what you are talking about. So this question has to do with maybe something that has happened to you in your past that it's not your favorite memory. In fact, when it comes up, it causes you some pain and some agitation, and maybe you feel frustrated or sad or angry about this memory. But what I want to know from you is, what is something that has happened that you feel limits who you are today? What is something that has happened to you that you feel has prevented you from doing things that you wanted to do, things that you hoped you could do, but because of this thing happening in your past, it has held you back? So this one is going to take some bravery to speak, and I want to say thank you to those of you that choose to share in this. So let's take a few minutes to dig into that and see what you guys think. All right, thanks again for sharing your thoughts and feelings during that. I always appreciate it. It means so much to the group. It means more than you know when you share where you're coming from and what you are dealing with. Our third question tonight, what I want you to do first is, if you haven't already, go ahead and read both of the scriptures. They're going to be on the screen. Let's read through those. And what I want to know from you, your thoughts and opinions, is what do you think Paul is writing to? He's writing to the Corinthians, he's writing to the Thessalonians, these two groups of people. What do you think he is trying to tell the Corinthians through this piece of scripture, this part of the letter? What do you think he's trying to tell the Thessalonians? And what I want to know is, how do you feel like you could apply both of these, either of these scriptures, to your life? How can you take what Paul was writing? Paul was writing this to a group of people thousands of years ago. How can you take what he has written and apply it to your life today? So let's take some time, think this through, and see what you guys think. All right. Now, one of the things that we said on Sunday was, we don't have to let what has happened determine what will happen. We said that our past is powerful, and our past is so powerful, it's so impactful, that our perspective of it, our perspective on our past, can change the way that God can work in us and through us. That's how powerful it is. If we let it hold us back, if we let it limit us, it can change and limit what God can do in us and through us, because we will be unwilling to let God do more because of the past that we carry and hold on to. So what I want to know from you today, tonight, this week, what do you need to change about your life, about your thought process, about your perspective, so that what has happened stops determining what can and will happen to you? What do you need to change about your life to change your perspective on your past? And I want to know this week, how are you going to do that? What will you do to work that through and be in that in your life? And remember that you are here. Your past definitely affects you. Your past is there. Your past is real, but you are here. So let's take some time to talk through that, to be bold and brave, And this is going to be the last question for tonight, so I'm going to leave you guys with this. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. The weather these days is so beautiful. I hope you get outside and go for a walk, go for a run, invite somebody out, bring someone. Remember that? So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you Sunday. Okay, love you so much.